Hello, I'm John Rushton, the emotional expert. When you get life wrong, there seems today to be a mass confusion within many people as to who they are or who they think they are. And I mentor quite a lot of people, and a commonality is who you think you are, and what you are. And can you answer all three correctly? Because sometimes when people answer those questions, they give you the most extraordinary explanations of who they think they are, and what they are, and who they are. And you're looking at them and you know who these people are, but getting them to explain about themselves is quite amazing, because you suddenly realize that they're not quite sure, in fact, who they are, where they are, what they're doing, what life's about, how they think. And they quote a lot of things which they've heard on the radio, on the television, and read in the news. And after a while I ask them, now, what are you talking about? You know, this is very repetitive. It's like you're just quoting snippets from what you've heard around you. What about you? How do you think? How do you feel? Where are you in life? What do you want to do? What have you been doing? Where do you want to go? And all of these kind of things. And it's very interesting because you're quite often met with isn't an answer. Well, it is an answer, but it's not an answer you really want, because when you say and basically you're trawling your mind for something smart to say. You're trawling your mind for the right words to describe who you are, what you are, and all whatever you want to do. And sometimes you have to, because you want to put things in a concise way. But when somebody asks you who you are, and there's a blank, and they say, what do you want to do? And there's another blank. And who do you think you are? I mean, what are you in life? And there's another blank, and they stare at you, and their eyes get wider, and they stare at you even more. And we go on from there. And then you try to sort of feed them one or two questions or words and see if they respond to those. I mean, what you don't want to do is to feed them lines which they can work on, but just give them a jump start somewhere. And after a while, they do start to talk. And when they do start to talk, it's rather strange, because they're actually talking then literally about themselves, which they haven't done for a long time. And there's a bit of a self-realization from themselves as to who they are, because now, when you talk, you're actually listening to what you're saying. And so that's why positive people always say positive things, because it's this sort of biofeedback of knowledge and information and the way you say things and how you deliver things. And it's coming back because you're saying it and you're hearing it at the same time. And negative people, similarly, they say negative things, and it's the negative feedback, and they're hearing negativity. And so it goes on in this endless loop. But when you ask people, you know, who are you, and what do you want to do, and where do you want to go, and not necessarily sort of quick fire questions, but generally speaking in a conversation, you want them to say something about themselves. You want to set them to say something positive about themselves. And if they say something negative, that's fine too, because if you can find your faults and where you're going wrong or things you don't like, that's a positive step, because if you know the negativity, then you know the positivity as well. So it's all intermingled. But it's something you need to keep close to your chest. Who are you in life? You've only got one chance. This is it. You may have a few more jump starts in life, but basically speaking, you're walking through life every day. It's something new. You have to be the person you are, because we're all different, even sort of identical twins. They are different. How we think, how we feel, what we like, what we dislike, our phobias, our fears, our anxieties, our tensions, the things we really, really love deep down, our aspirations in life, our fantasies, all these things are unique to us. And what one person likes, another person probably would dislike. Some people are good at doing one thing, some people aren't. You may like food and cookery, and some people can't even boil an egg. And all of these kind of things. Some people like plants and gardening, and others, everything they touch drops dead and dies. And so it goes on. It doesn't matter. We're all different, and we all have different opportunities and different uniquenesses to whom we are. But we need to know about these. We can't just carry on endlessly and wishing and hoping and following in others and finding out what trends are doing in life and finding out what your best friend does, or your parents say, or following what your parents have said because that's what you do. You don't do that. What your parents do may be something completely different from what you do and the way you think and feel, because you are an individual. And as you get older, you should be more knowledgeable about life. You should be able to cope better and not sort of hide behind fear and anxiety and, oh, I'm stressed, I can't go on. You're not stressed at all, you're just very busy. Stress is something completely different. And instead of slipping words in like that and, oh, I need my space, why do you need your space? Because what you're going to do in your space, because the moment you get your space, you're going to panic, you're lonely. So don't say that if you don't mean it, just because it sounds smart and somebody else has said it. What you mean, you want some quality time, maybe with other people on the same level as yourself. It depends on you, what you want to do, whether it's sports or just going to the theatre or the cinema or long walks or whatever it may happen to be. It's up to you. But you've got to actually identify what it is which makes you tick. And these things are very, very important. Don't go around like a brainless moron in life, quoting, I'm stressed, I need this, I need that, I don't know what I'm going to do, I don't know about this, I don't know, I can't find a way here, I don't know what's happening here, I don't know and all these kind of things which people tend to do today. It's just wet and pathetic. It doesn't denote anything good about you at all. All the goodness you're trapping inside you, let it out. Let it out, let others know. If others don't like what they see and hear about you, that's fine. That's absolutely fine, because what others think about you is none of your business. It's all about them. So don't let that take a hold of you. What other people think about you and say about you is based on how they think and feel, and that has nothing to do with you whatsoever. Even if they are correct, it's still nothing to do with you, because that's based on them, and you're not living their life, you're living your life. So you must live your life. Do whatever you need to do and make a difference in your life. Start small if you have to, but just make that difference. Start being you and make sure you keep you, because this is your life. This is what you were born into this world for, to be you, to live your life your way. And this is it. This is the sum total. Forget cultures, forget religions, forget your family and friends and everything else. You are here to live your life your way. You are a unique person in a unique situation. You will never come back the same again. So you've got to make the best of it this time round. And so do this for you. Love yourself and do it for you.